Welcome everyone to Spaceverse Hub, the home of crypto AMAs. Today we have an AMA with Crypticorn, a very interesting project. We had I think, a 25 minutes pitch session on the Spotlight Lobby 7.0 last week, which couldn't just give us a lot of information about the project Crypticorn. But then we decided to have a full AMA. So here we are today. I'm your host, P. Jackson, and I think I have my co-host with me today, Mikasa. Just do a quick mic check for me as usual, if you are here.
Yeah, mic check, mic check. Dart, it's really great to see you. The last time we actually heard from you, but seeing you right now, it adds some other layer of assurance, and I'm definitely looking forward to this VC, and looking forward to the insights you'll be sharing as well. I do have a couple questions lined up, so I'm actually looking forward to this.
All right, thank you for that one. And I have my guys in here from With Air. There are a whole lot of them in here, and shout out to you guys from With Air. You're lovely people, and happy to have you guys in here. So,
Thank you.
no
Thank
worries.
you, man.
Yeah, cool. So here with us is Drat, the project owner, who's gonna give us more information about Crypticon. So, but just before we go into full details on the project, Drat, can you start by telling us about yourself and your background experience?
Sure, love to do that. So my crypto journey started in 2019, I think. That was when I made my master thesis at Porsche Motorsport, so the famous German sports car brand, if you know that. And that's when I got into touch with AI, so machine learning, and with cryptocurrencies. Not at Porsche directly, but during the breaks, people have been talking about the same things over and over again. It was real estate, stocks, and cryptocurrencies. And that's how I got into that. After my master thesis that got awarded the best master thesis from the university, I started a trading bot company. It is operating in the niche. It is still doing so. It is the pump and dump niche, if you know that, like the fastest bot wins. My bot was always the fastest, so I did a couple of good wins there. It is still ongoing. And then in 2022, January 2022, I started with Crypticorn. So I tried to get my knowledge that I gained from my master thesis, where I've been working with machine learning already, and the cryptocurrencies combined together to create, passive income bots, because that's what we all want to do. And that's how everything got started.
Sorry, I had a popped up window. Yeah, that's nice. I have a couple of guys who are in here with the knowledge of trading, and they're going to be asking you a whole lot of questions. But so let's dive into the main question of today. Would you mind giving us like an overview on what Crypticorn is all about and what stage you guys are at the moment?
Sure. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
Now it should be working. So what does Crypticon do? I shortly tried to explain it. We are using AI machine learning to make trading bots or also price predictions. So at the heart of Crypticon, we have our AI. It is an AI we have been developing for the last 2.5 years. It is not based on open AI or ChatGPT, so it is not a chatbot. It is, you could say, from the traditional finance market. And what it does, it is predicting cryptocurrency prices. That's what we see on our prediction dashboard. Like, for example, right here. You're seeing my screen, right?
Yes, sir. I can see your screen. Yeah.
Perfect. Then that's what you see here. So there is what we mainly do, the prediction of a chart. Not only if it goes up or down. No, there's more. We are predicting the whole chart. In the future, we are predicting a few more things like trend, volatility. So everything that is important will be displayed completely unfiltered from our AI on our dashboard. I mean, the active traders beneath you know that all the indicators you use are calculated on the past. None of these indicators are telling you the future. You as human, you need to make your own predictions where the market will move. So this is a completely new and unique approach to trading. And that's what we do. That's at the heart of Crypticorn. But I know a lot of you guys are not active traders. You're not sitting behind the screen all day. So there is also our AI trading bots. The AI trading bot, very easy for every passive trader. If you want passive income, you can use them. They are connecting directly to your exchange. You are then entering your API keys, press the start button, and that's it. And then the AI will take over everything for you, and you can lean back and enjoy the passive trading profits. That's not all we do, because as you and as I am, we are a little bit degens. We like to hunt for the next 10x or 100x. And that's why we have the DEX AI trading, where we are monitoring every new ERC20 token launch. It's always good to turn $1 or $500 into maybe 1K, 2K and more. And that's exactly what we do with it. We are scanning every newly launched token on ERC20, and we have been doing so quite good in the past over the last few weeks. There are not many signals on a daily basis. There might be only 1 or 2, maybe 3. It really depends on the overall market. But if we send out a signal, we are very, very sure that we are doing at least 2x. And besides that, we have found a lot of good ones. We are going, well, I guess 2 days ago, we had the last 20x we found. So there's plenty of room. If you're one of the degens, I count myself into that group, that are hunting for the next 100x or 200x, then we also have the perfect tool for you. And to summarize, that's what Crypticon does. In the heart, we have our own AI that uses different sources, makes unfiltered predictions on our prediction dashboard. Then for everyone that wants not to sit behind the screen all day, you can connect your exchange with our automated trading bots and enjoy all the passive profits while lying at the beach or whatever you like to do in your free time that you then have. And last but not least, for those that want to have and are looking for a higher reward, higher risk trades, we have our DEX AI signals, and that all in combination as Crypticon. And for the whole ecosystem that we have been building over the last 200 years, we have our AIC token. The AIC token powers the whole ecosystem. One of the major aspects why you need this AIC token is for the automated trading bots. Unlike all the others in the space around, you are paying with us only performance fees. That means if we can't make you a profit, you don't pay anything. And that's why we have this token. And this token powers these bots, and you need it. Otherwise, you can't use them. Because unlike other providers, we don't let you pay a monthly fee and not delivering you any performance, any profits. That's not what we want to do. So that's why we have the token and why we are currently in our ICO. And yeah, I think that's a quick summary on Crypticon.
Yeah, I can see you guys are audited by Solid Proof, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so, I had most of what you said. I just wanted to ask, what techniques do you guys use to forecasting various targets, like a price and trend? What techniques do you guys use?
Well, we are mainly using, I don't know how much you are into machine learning, but we're using machine learning and deep learning. So decision trees, for example, and random forests. That's the techniques we use. So it's not like those chatbots that are around that are large language models. We are using mainly machine learning. So we need to tell our AI and target that she then needs to predict. And that's how we do it. And then we filter or we feed her with all the input she needs. So it is candlestick data, it is economic news, it is sentiment from Twitter mainly, Google Trends, and all the things that make the market move in any way, we feed into her, and based on that, she makes the predictions, and that's based on mainly machine and deep learning. I don't know how much you want me to get into detail, but I don't want to get too technical about it.
I had a question, if I could ask.
Good. Yeah, go ahead. That's why I have you guys in.
Right. Hey, how you doing? Thank you, Darth. With the signals platform you showed, what is it? What are you guys? How is it? How are you getting those? What parameters are you using? How is it coming up with these different coins that it could possibly 15x, 20x, and how accurate is that, or is it just kind of like not too accurate? Thank you.
Currently, it is an advanced algorithm that we're using. So we are feeding in, first of all, every token gets checked currently by our own very advanced filter. We have a partnership with someone else in the space that has made one of the best contract scanners, not scammers, sorry, that is around. And after that, what our advanced algorithm does is evaluating the price action. The price action after the launch of a token clearly tells you how good it will be doing over the next 24 hours in combination with the social sentiment. So we are combining those three things: contract scanner, price action, and social strength, how we say it. And based on that, we are capable of filtering out those coins. Within the next 3 weeks, there will be a massive update for them. And then we are going to have actual price predictions for them as well. So let me quickly show you how they look like. Wait, there they are. They're in testing. So currently in Discord, you see that over here. That's how they look like. You get all the information you need. And what will soon be available will be those predictions. So we are telling you with the probability what will be the probability of that newly launched token that it will do at least 2x. Why is 2x so important? The best strategy you can have is you enter, do your 2x, put 50% out, so you break even, and after that it's a free ride for you. And that's why it's so important to predict will that token will do at least 2x or not. If it doesn't do at least 2x, we are not going to make a signal for it. And that will be next big update for our AI. So you can surely and securely make your profits from those calls. I mean, for sure, there will be the one or other that won't make that 2x. That's part of the game. You know it. But at least we are having the most secure contract scanner. So you're not running into any scams. And besides that, you have the chance to make 10x. And that's what we all want in the end. And that is why even with a win rate of only a few percent, you can make tremendous results. For example, one of the coins we had in our back testing, or we had a few weeks ago, was PayPay, that Chinese people thing that did 100 million market cap. We had that at around about 400K. So with us, you're capable of finding really the next 100x. There are not many 100x's around, and you can't find them easily. But with our tool and with our AI, you're capable of doing so.
And what is the contract scanner? Did you guys make a custom contract scanner, or it's one that is out already?
It is a custom made, because the ones that are around, like for example, Honeypot IO or SO, those are not precise enough. They are not capable of filtering those advanced scams like the delayed honeypots and things like that, or the block sale limits. Like, when there are only a number of transactions, a number of sell transactions that are allowed within one ETH block. And those publicly available contract checkers are not capable of filtering them out. We can, so we can make sure that we don't get it, or we don't make signals for those coins.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the questions. I think I'm gonna let the big boys ask the questions. Sunny, Seb, G, do you guys have like any questions you want to ask before I go on, or I pass it over to Mikasa, my co-host?
Pass it over, man. I'm quite intrigued. Just pass it over. I'm happy listening and seeing what's going on.
Okay, no worries, man. Thank you. I wish Master was here. I knew he was going to ask a lot of questions, but yeah, I'm going to wait for him. So, Mikasa, do you have any questions for Dart?
Yeah, sure. Another impressive AI project, but I'm guessing this isn't your regular one. I have a couple of series of questions that actually go hand in hand. For starters, how do you make these trading bots not act on emotions that is brought about by the news? I'm going to ask where the news comes from, but how do you eliminate the need for the trading bots to act on, emotion when they review the news that is also processed by them?
Well, the emotions are broken down, or the overall news from the crypto sentiment are broken down into a score. So there's one score that defines how good the project is currently, like how much greed is in the market. Like we are breaking it down from all the information, we filter that, and we are condensed it into one score that the AI can use. Our AI is machine learning. They don't work with words. So we have the first AI that filters out the news and break it down into a number that the other AI can understand. Like, for example, sympathy and greed index, so a score between 0 and 100. And based on that and how it did over the last time, the AI then understands how good the token will be doing. I mean, if there are huge social reach, then we can expect that more people are joining the token and will pump the token over the next hours, maybe even days. It really depends. So that's what we do and how we do it.
I'm guessing that it does so with the news. Regarding the next question I actually have is regarding the folders itself. It's quite amazing that you do have some really awesome ways to detect the authenticity of these coins that are coming in. I mean, congratulations on the 100x that you actually did from the 400k market cap to the 100m market cap. That's quite a feat. I now want that the question that is connected to this is the fact that does it analyze the smart contracts? Does it analyze the wallets themselves and the wallet transactions? Does it also do this? What other factors does it keep in mind? Because it's one thing to trade forex, but then decentralized and crypto, decentralized finance and crypto is a whole different ball game altogether. The parameters for consideration is usually it gets exponential if care isn't taken. So how do you isolate I'm guessing you must have done this based on the experience you have in the field, but then what factors do you look out for and how do you isolate these key factors and then train the model to work with these factors?
Well, first of all, you need, or AI models are capable of getting in a lot of data. What we're currently not yet doing, is analyzing the wallets, the holder wallets, and the transactions. That will be done in the future. Currently, we are not having the resources to do so because scanning all those wallets and those transactions is very resource intensive. We are not doing that yet, but we are planning to do so. But besides that, the AI models can really use a lot of data. We have very powerful resources. I mean, our CTO currently works at Amazon, so we are using AWS servers, and we are collecting a lot of data. I mean, we have been in development for more than 2.5 years, and what you mean is called feature engineering. You're putting in all the information, and the AI will make the connections between your input and your output and then tells you how important that input is. And based on that, you select that input that is important for predicting your target. In that case, for the prediction if that coin will be doing good or not. And we clearly see that the social things, so is there a website, is there a Telegram, is there a Twitter, how many followers are on X, how many followers are on X, how many people who they have in their Telegram. That's very important, and our AI tells us the same. So what you as human would expect, what a token needs to be doing good, the same tells us the AI. So we see we need a good price action. We need to, or the projects need to have all those social criteria, including a good following. And that's exactly what the AI tells us. And based on that, the AI makes the predictions for those coins.
Sounds amazing. Please, anyone else in the panel or in the audience should feel free to cut if they have any insights to provide as well. Ease of usage is the next thing. I don't think we've really talked about ease of usage, because it's one thing to roll out a really good product, but if that product is actually rolled out in a market that does not appreciate the significance of said product, it probably ends up not even getting used. Next in line is the ease of usage. Let us start with those. What level of traders can get familiar with these AI trading bots? Because regularly, like you said in the onset of the AMA, traders need to sit down in front of their screens. But with the way things are going with Crypticorn, all the traders need to do is just to have an Apple Watch or an Android watch with notifications that, I just made some 2x, I just made some 3x. That is the way I see Crypticorn headed. But of course, at some point there's going to be need to set this up. So how easy is it to transit? What level of trader will find it easy to transit?
Well, it again depends on what kind of service are you talking about. Are you talking about the centralized trading bots or the one for the decentralized exchanges, like that one that is monitoring newly launched tokens? Or both?
Sorry, I didn't get that. My connection was fuzzy. Please, could you circle back?
No problem. Are you talking about the centralized or the trading bots for the centralized exchanges, or are you talking about the newly launched tokens on decentralized exchanges?
Let's start with the one that's easier. The ones that are on centralized exchanges, because they actually do have some form of validity, quote unquote validity to it, because it takes some time and a lot of money to be able to transit from decentralized stage down to where centralized, especially on tier one centralized exchanges like KuCoin and the likes. So how does it deal with this before we go into the decentralized exchanges?
The centralized will be very easy. Like, you don't need to do anything. Like, you don't need to be a developer. You don't need to know how to trade. We are going to provide you with everything you need to know. There will be a few different strategies because not every passive trader is the same. Like, the one can take more risk than the other. In terms of risk, if you want to have a lower drawdown, or if you can accept a higher drawdown for a higher reward. So you can make a few adjustments to those bots, but then you connect them to your exchange through API keys, press the start button, and then that's it. Then you just lean back and enjoy the profits. So the AI trading bots for centralized exchanges, they will be super simple. They will be set up in less than 10 minutes, and then you can just let them running for as long as you want. Like, you don't need to do anything. Besides, at some point when your portfolio has grown a lot, you might want to make small adjustments, because at some point you said to yourself, well, I can now live from my passive income, and now I want to reduce my risk and accept lower returns for more security, for more safety. So lower drawdown, better monthly passive income, and that's when you make adjustments in the future again. But besides that, it is like a 10-minute process and you're completely done. Everything will be explained through blog posts and videos, and that's the most simple thing you could do.
Something that just popped on my mind is copy trading. At some point, there's going to be the difference between those who are good and those who aren't so good. And those who are good, will there be any copy trading features rolling out on Crypticorn anytime in the future?
For me personally, copy trading is if you are copying a human trader. What we do is completely automated trading based on algorithms and AI. So that's why they are called trading bots. Bots work different. Everyone has his own bot with a trading strategy, risk management, order execution, the whole thing. So you have a bot inside Crypticon that you start that takes over everything. Copy trading is a little bit different. Copy trading is based on human traders, and that's what we don't do, because you might know, or you might have seen that already. Exchanges are offering copy trading, and that copy trading, or the ones that are offering that, are very often, or they have a special algorithm that allows them to profit from those that copy them. How do they it? They have an algorithm that don't sell their losers. They're adding margin to their losers so they can keep their high win rate and profit from every trade, from every successful trade they do, while they are collecting more and more losing trades that you don't see. On the other side, that human trader has his algorithm to only close the trades that are in profit, and then you pay your 10% to them, while having all the losing positions open. And at some point, the trader decides to, okay, now I can step out, I made enough money. Then you are left with all those highly leveraged positions that are very, very red, and you will never recover your losses. But he made his profit because he has been profiting from every successful trade he made in the time, as long as he could put enough margin to his losing trades. So that's why we will never do copy trading, and why I don't like copy trading, because most of the time it's a special algorithm that is designed to get the most profits from the copiers, but they don't care what you do in the end. With us, it's different. Our trading bots are designed in the way that if our trading bots don't make you the money, we don't earn anything. That's the huge difference. And that's why there won't be copy trading, only our automated AI trading bots that will make you money, and only then you're going to pay through our AAC token.
And what time frame is that based on the like how much money you make in your profitable trades? Like, do you do it per trade, or is it you can have 10 losers in a row, and then if you have a profitable trade, then you take a cut of that?
We are evaluating the performance on a monthly basis, because that's fair to everyone. So 1 month we need to deliver, or on every monthly basis we need to deliver, so we can make money. You make money, we make money, we all are happy. That's in the end and how it works. And that's why we need to get our shit together, and we need to deliver the performance, and our action bots need to deliver the performance to you in order so we can also make the money. That's how it works. And from what we have seen, it will work. And we are having, or the trading bots will operate on different time frames. There is money to be made on all time frames. There are different trading strategies that are going to work together to work in every market environment in combination with our AI. And that will ensure that there will be a profit on a monthly basis. That's how we do it.
Thank you.
Sorry, I came in late to this VC. I'm sorry for that. But I just wanted to ask...
No worries, man.
Thank you. I just wanted to ask a quick question. Maybe you went through it already, because, I came late. But my question is, now, for instance, as you named the Pepai, and you said that you found it at around 400K market cap. If I was going to scan the same coin, but at, say, for instance, 2 million market cap, will it still show me the same amount of X I might make or not? Like, did you get the question?
Yeah. I mean, it really depends a little bit on when you are going to enter the trade. We are sending out the signals, but if you're entering later, two things can happen. The coin will continue on rising, so you're entering on a higher market cap, or the price will go down and you're doing your 2x faster than the ones that are entering right at the coin launch. So there is a certain time where you can enter, where you right now should do your own analysis as well. I mean, you could use, for example, Maestro bot, Shuriken bot, all the things to automate your whole trading process. But sometimes it is an advantage to end a little bit late. Sometimes it is a disadvantage, and we can't predict that. And in the end, if over the long run, sometimes you are late, sometimes it is good for you, sometimes it isn't. But overall, you will make your profits.
Okay, understood. So, okay, maybe I was the one that, it came out wrong from my end. So the bot is actually a bot that you own that send out signals. It's not a bot that we can download ourselves and send contracts to.
No. Exactly. So we are already analyzing every new token launch. So we are doing all the hard work for you. So you don't need to sit and scan and see what's currently launching and so on. That's what we do. So we are checking the smart contract of every newly launched token and the price action, sentiment, all those things for you already, and then send out signals for the most promising ones. So you have the least amount of work with it. I mean, when we send out a signal, you can always, or you should always do your own research on that, maybe put it into another scanner and things like that. But there is no need for you to put in your own contracts and see if they would fit, because we already have scanned them all.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant, because I came in late, so I didn't hear how it all started. But okay, thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, did I miss a lot? I just joined now. Sorry, something came up.
No, you didn't miss, man. And thanks, thank you for those questions. Mastery, welcome here. I was actually waiting for you for your questions. So you are kind of like early.
Yeah, I don't really know what to ask, because did I miss the presentation, or was that happening?
Well, we're just like 20 minutes or 25 minutes ahead, and so you just missed a little.
So, okay, I'll keep listening, and then when I have something, I'll come.
No worries, man. So, Mikasa, are you done with your questions? If not, we can go to community so they can ask the question. I can see some hands are raised, and So, Mikasa, if you're done.
If, to be honest, that I love the approach to the questions. I usually just let it go with the flow. I really appreciate the insightful questions that everyone on this panel has asked. I just wanted to chip in here that Spaceverse will actually be hosting a Twitter series in the very near future, talking about all things blockchain, crypto, and Web3. I'm pretty sure you people must have been seeing the news as it's rolling in, and would really love for you guys to come up here as panelists. We really value these questions that are asked. It improves the quality of the AMA overall. So I really want to appreciate the insightful questions that has been asked so far. And that, engineer, you're really awesome with the answers you provided to these questions. It's really impressive. It shows that you actually know this project like the back of your hand, and you're truly an engineer. I think if I had half your wits, I'd probably be a billionaire by now, but it still goes well like that. Really awesome project so far. Let's head up to the community questions, and that'll be all the questions from my end. If I do have any others, I'll be rolling them into your community. Thanks, guys.
Okay, yeah. So this presentation is the one we saw the last time, right? So
exactly.
The AI. Okay. Now I get it. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Let me add a few things, because as Jackson asked at the beginning of the only one from the team today, yes, I am, because the rest of the team, they need to work on getting the AI trading bots ready. They have been up and running for our back end and on my account for the last few weeks, and now we need to get them ready. So that's why I am the only one today. But yeah, I mean, I know the project very well, but look at our team. We have a very academic background. So we know how to use AI to actually produce an outcome. Like, we know how AI works under the hood. So we are not depending on like all the other guys that are using ChatGPT to create some trading bots and then think they can make money from that. This what is different and unique for Crypticorn and all the other projects around. Like, we have the knowledge to do so. We have someone with a PhD in physics and machine learning in the team. So we actually know how to build AIs and build AIs that actually work. That's what I just wanted to add, because the team can't be here. But
just one question, bro. Just one question. So, academic background and being a trader, I think, is two different things, though, right? So, just one question. So, there's many people that claim to have a lot of experience and a lot of people that claim a lot of stuff. But what makes you different from all the other people that try to build AI bots that predict the future? And if there was something like an AI bot that predicts the future, wouldn't you already be rich and made millions of dollars already with that trading bot? And here's another reason. Here's another question I have in my mind. Why do you need to sell a token to create a tool that people can use if the AI bot actually works? So where does the token come in, and why do you have to sell a token? I'm just thinking, if I had an AI bot that was actually making me money, why would I sell it or share it with the world? It's just, you understand? I just don't understand. So that's...
I completely understand your question. The thing is, why do others, like hedge funds, many other people's money? They manage their money to get also to leverage other people's money, and that's the same that we essentially do through the token. The token allows us to act like a hedge fund without being one. I mean, we could go the way as all others do, is collect a monthly subscription fee from everyone, and that's it. But that would be unfair, because we said we only want to make a profit if you do make a profit. And that's why we need that AIC token. That AIC token is needed to power the bots, because it is needed for you to pay us if we deliver the performance to you. That's how we do it.
But
so
here's the wait. I see one flaw in that, though. So the flaw is, now I need to buy your token, and you're promising me that I don't need to spend money if I don't make any profit. But I already spent money buying your token, and you can't guarantee that your token is going to keep its value. Therefore, if your product doesn't work, I still lose money. So the guarantee about you guaranteeing me that I only pay when I make profit, it's kind of a bit shaky, because I need to buy your token. The thing with having a monthly subscription is, if your product doesn't work, I just don't pay the next month, right?
That's all true. That's all true what you're saying.
But after I bought the token, I already spent my money, right? So it doesn't matter if the token is being used or as collateral or not, because at the moment you're saying, yeah, we're selling you the token because you pay us in the token if you make profits. But the thing you're not, and you're guaranteeing me that I only pay if I make profit. But what happens if your product doesn't work and people realize that your product doesn't work, and then they dump your token? And I already spent money buying your token, so I lost money buying your token. And why do you need a token to be paid? You could just implement USDT or Solana or any other coin or token that already exists and use that as collateral already. So selling the token needs to make sense. So why are you selling the token if you have a bot that can generate money?
The thing is, one of the things that is a problem is the legal side. So if we say you're going to pay us in USDT or any like those currencies, that is a problem, because then we are essentially acting as a hedge fund, and that's what we are not allowed to do, because then we would need to establish the whole company structure and all the legal requirements to do so, and that will cost you millions of dollars to do so. And with our own token, we don't have that issue. So that's why we need our own token for that performance fee. And everything you just said is completely true. If what we do is not working, then essentially you lost your whole investment. That's true. I can't say anything against it. But what I can tell you is, we have been in development for 2.5 years now. We saw that what we are doing is working. We saw that in our accounts, we generated profit. And right now, you have the chance throughout the ICO to buy the coin at the lowest price possible. You can wait. Join our Telegram, join our socials, follow our journey over the next few months, years. But then Once you realize you want to join, you have already missed that opportunity. So right now, if you are risking the opportunity to join our ICO on that early stage, you're getting highly rewarded because you buy the token at an early stage. You get access right now for all the tools that we develop during the complete ICO plus 3 months after that for only $300. That's the incentive we give you. So right now, if you can join right now, that is only $300. And then you see that what we do is working. I mean, a few of our members, they shared that working with AI, working with our live predictions is profitable. So we see that is working. And right now you have the chance to join us early. But if you don't want or want to see some first results, then you can wait. You can wait as long as you want. But the longer you wait, the more expensive the token will be.
It's not if I want to wait or not wait. The question is, it needs to make sense, right? Yeah, academic background sounds great, but if AI bots that could predict price action actually worked, there would be a lot of competition right now, and everybody would be making an AI bot, and that is trading and predicting future moves in the market and future events that happens in the market. Many people have claimed to have an AI bot that works. Many, and all of them will claim, of course, because you are selling a token. So you need to claim that it's working to make money, right? But the thing is, why I don't get the whole thing about the licenses and all of that stuff, because there is many different assets that's not regulated yet, and that you can still charge in without needing any licenses. You don't need to make your own token. So that argument is not totally correct about the licenses.
Let me shortly interrupt you. The argument is correct. We have a legal advisor in our advisory board. He has been setting up company structures for the last 20 years, and they told us that we can become a hedge fund. We can issue a security token. That's all possible, but it is very, very expensive. We have those. We know what to do. We know what to do and how much it would cost us to do so. So, for example, if we would like to become a hedge fund, it would cost us at least $400K. Then we have the whole company structure in the Cayman Islands and could directly take on your money. That's what we could do. But the most simple way to make the thing work is through our own AIC token and not running into any issues. That's what I'm saying. Unless you have any additional information that our legal advisors don't have, then
no. Okay. Now I think I understand. So you have a bot, but you don't have the money to trade. So you're selling a token, so you want to collect money so you can use the bot and trade with the money. I don't get the hedge fund part. So because you're a utility, right? You're a service. So you're selling a service. So you can sell a service without being a hedge fund, right? And you don't need licenses to sell a service. There's multiple different platforms out there that provide the exact same service that you can go to right now. Many AI prediction websites that are totally free, and if you want to open the pro version, you can pay a subscription fee, and they don't need hedge fund licenses. So the question again is, you don't have the money to trade, and that's why you're selling the tokens? Or why are you selling the tokens? That's what I want to understand. Where does the token come in the actual utility that you are building, and why is it needed? And you see, and when you say academic background, so can you show me that team again?
Sure. I mean, where do you want to start? There have been a couple of questions right now.
There's a lot of questions. I have a lot of, because bro, I'm a trader. I've been trading since 2013. I made millions of dollars trading. I help a lot of people trade as well. I know I've seen a lot of people come to the space and claim what you are claiming right now, and they all of it was nonsense. So that's why I'm taking this stance. I might be a bit too hard right now, but yeah, it's a lot of people that come in and they use fancy words like academic background, but all of that doesn't really matter, right? What matters is, does it work or does it not work, and why are you selling the token if it does work? You see, that's the question. Because if it does work, you can get investors to invest, and you would now have millions of dollars, and you would not be needing to sell a token if your bot works. If your tool actually works, you're already making money. So selling a token makes no sense. You see,
Yeah.
and if it doesn't work, then this makes total sense, because you need to make money selling a token then. So you understand, that's the whole thing, and it sounds amazing, bro. It's a dream. It's a dream come true if you can have a tool that tells you what you should press on, and you just press on it and you make money. But that's not really how easy life is. So I'm just trying to understand. Yeah.
Sure.
Everything. Yeah.
First of all, leave me a DM so we can stay in contact, because then I can get you access to our AI, and then you can test it yourself.
That I would love. Thank you for that, bro. That I
Sure.
would love. Good.
Sure. I mean, first of all, from the academic background, if you don't know how AI works, how statistics work, how math work, you can't do anything. Like, that is the basic, the foundation you need in order to actually do anything. And that's the problem why everyone is biased to AI trading bots, because there are so many around, and the majority of them, they are based on $50 Fiverr projects that look fancy, where they have a good marketing, but they actually don't work at all. I've seen over the last 2 years, I have seen tons of these projects. And that's why I'm emphasizing the background we have, because we know the math, the statistics behind that, so we can actually say that our AI works. That's the first thing regarding the academic background and why I'm so keen on emphasizing this. Besides that, I'm not claiming that we are always correct and we are always capable of predicting the market at any times. But what we have seen from my personal trading, it is different. It is different trading style. You have to get used to it. It's not that like you can use the predictions and integrate that into the existing trading, because there has never been before an indicator like that. My approach, I have explained it in a separated YouTube video, is very statistics based, and it worked very great. Over 90 days, I had a win ratio of 86% and a P&L ratio of 1.7. And if you're a trader and if you understand math and statistics, what do you need to be profitable? If you're having a 50-50 win rate, then your risk-reward ratio needs to be higher than 1 to 1.2 after fees. Then you only need to do as many trades as possible and you're profitable. There are a lot of signal providers around that claim you need a 90% win rate to win or things like that, but that's not true. In the end, it is a combination of win ratio and your risk-reward ratio that tells you if you're profitable. I achieved that. I achieved a very good win rate and also a very good P&L ratio. What I showed a few minutes ago was the results from one of our AIC token holders. So over 80 days, he made 23 days. I think you see that. If I'm still sharing my screen, don't I?
Yeah, you are, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And you see what he did. So he also made a profit. We have someone else as token holders. He had very similar statistics. So we are not claiming that we can predict every market situation. Right now, the market is horrible. I just made a tweet that don't trade because this type of market isn't predictable. We have lots of Ethereum on-chain activity. We have Japanese index crashing, all those things. You have to take losses as always through trading. But overall, the AI, and if you can integrate it into your trading style, and if it fits your trading style, it will greatly improve what you have been done before. That's why I said drop me in DM and we can get you into that for testing so you can see it yourself. But if you're profitable and it works for you, then we need to decide on the thing you do for us in return. But that's the one thing. So I see that it is working. On the other side, because you have been asking about the token itself. The token itself has many use cases. First of all, it helps funding the whole project and also later on as performance fees for the trading bots. Sure, we could go the round as everyone else does, collecting a monthly fee from you, monthly subscription, but that has two disadvantages. First of all, what do we do with the people that are trading with 1 million and they should pay, for example, $100 a month, and those that are trading, for example, with 5K? that is unfair for those that want to get started, have a small portfolio to start with, because the fees are completely different for those two parties. That's one of the things. On the other side, if we are collecting a monthly fee from you,
I didn't understand. Sorry, bro. I didn't understand that part. So if I have $1 million and I want to trade, do I need to pay you a higher monthly subscription because I have more money?
In a fair world, it would be so, because why should you pay less than someone
Because
else?
it's the same. Because you're offering the same utility to me like you're offering to the one with 5K, right? So it doesn't really matter how much money I have. What matters is the utility you're providing. So, for example, there's a guy called CryptoFace. He's offering a indicator called Market Cipher that most of the traders are using right now. And this indicator, he is selling for a subscription. It's a flat cost. It's the same because it's the same product he's offering. Your product doesn't get better because I have more money, right? So I didn't understand that part. But yeah, you can explain.
Yeah, I mean, for example, the monthly fee you're paying is different for those that have a bigger account than for those that have a smaller account. That's what I'm saying. So, for example, if we would say you need to pay 1% of your account every month, then it would be the same percentages for everyone. But if we say everyone needs to pay $100, it's different for the account sizes. And we said that it would be fair if we make more profit for those with the bigger accounts relatively, in absolute numbers, then it would be fair that they are paying a higher share. And that's why we want to stick with the percentages as performance fees. On the other side, if we are offering a monthly subscription, how can we increase our profits? How can we make sure that we are putting the best in and actually trying to be better every day? That is only through performance fees, because the better we are, the more money we make. On the other side, if we are selling a subscription, how can we make more money? If we are capable of making more marketing.
Yeah, you answered my question. Now I get it.
Yeah.
But here, I just realized another issue with the token model. So now I'm paying you based on say, for example, I'm trading with $1 million and I'm using your tool, and I make $1 million and you take a fee of that. But I pay that fee in your token to you. How do you get that money out without dumping that token on the market?
That's the next thing. First of all, we have the chance of using the token whether for selling it, because we need to pay the development or marketing, or burning them. We need to decide what's the best overall. Second, and that's the thing that the most of the people don't understand. Just imagine you're starting with 1 million. We are making you 100% in a month just because it's easier to calculate. Then the next month, you're trading with 2 million. Roundabout, just say we don't pay any performance fees, just to keep the math simple. 2 million. And now again, the next month, your performance fee will be even bigger. So the amount of AIC, the use for AIC will increase with every month, because every month we make performance fee, or we make your account grows, and that's that month over month. So every month you need more AIC token, and that will stabilize the whole system. If we're talking only about that one utility, there's more utility. You need to look into the white paper, because that will be getting quite complex. I can go into that if you want, but you understand, every month your account grows, and every month you need more AIC tokens. If you invest right now in the ICO, someday those AIC tokens will be gone, and then you need to pay or you need to buy more. And that's how it works.
Okay. Okay, so you're creating demand, so depending on how much profit people make, but that's now you. Okay. I get it, kind of. I would love to try it out, though. I would love to try it out. So if I can try it out, I can tell you this: if it works, I will join the space, and I will make sure everybody understands that it works. And I'm sure a lot of people would use it, but I still have some doubts. I'm not gonna lie, but
sure.
it's the token. I need to check the whole tokenomics section as well. So because at the moment, if everyone is paying you in tokens, and it's a lot of people paying you in tokens, I'm sure that not all of them will keep loading up with tokens, and eventually you will have more selling pressure than buying pressure, and that would not increase the value of the token if it doesn't work all the time. And you said something that was interesting. You said, I'm telling now all the people not to trade because the market is a bit shaky. In crypto, we know the market is a bit shaky every other second week. So the market is shaky very often. So in 1 year, the market can be shaky at least 5-6 times, and each and every time it's shaky under like 1 month period. So you're saying that I cannot use your tool during the shaky times, and it's not going to work during the shaky times? And how do I spot the shaky times if your tool doesn't give me the right information? Do I need to wait for you to tell me when it's shaky and not shaky? That's another question.
There, you can answer the question through multiple ways again. If you're an active trader, then you will see and you will notice that the market isn't behaving in a way, and you wouldn't trade. Unless you understand the market, then you would trade. But if you don't understand the market without our tool, you won't understand it better with it. Like there always will be some events that we can't predict, or if there is something going on, why you should put additional risk into trading and try to force a trade and try to force a profit while the market behaves in an irrational manner. You won't want to trade in that time. And that's why I'm saying the prediction dashboard is for the active traders that know what to do, that understand the market, or for those that want to become traders, but you still need to understand the market. If you're in our automated trading, then it doesn't matter. Then it depends on the strategy, and we are backtested them. So the current market situation or the current irrational behavior was there in the past somewhere, and the algorithm just manages as it would manage it right now. So you need to differentiate between active trading, where you as humans still come in and need to have your own thoughts and understand the market at least a little bit. Or if you're a passive trader with using the automated trading bots, then, well, you just need to lean back and don't look into it. I mean, you might take a few losses, but in a few weeks, those losses will be gone and the trading bots made profit again. Like, that's how trading works. And you will always lose then when the market behaves in a way, and when you didn't or you couldn't predict the market correctly, then you will always take the loss. But in the end, it comes all down to statistics and math again. Your win rate and your risk-reward ratio, they all need to fit. Then you're long-term profitable. And that's what you want to have in the end.
I have a question. I have a question. How do you determine what is a profitable month for each individual trader? Because obviously you showed on your Discord that you give the signal, and you might give the signal at a certain market cap. Let's say that you do get your 2x, 10x, whatever, but I was busy at the time with the signal. It takes me, you advised, which is correctly advised, like you should do your own research on a token, which can take anywhere from 10 minutes to half an hour to an hour. In that time, especially the newly launched tokens, could have already done the 5x, and then you claim that you've given everyone a 5x, but that 5x happened whilst I was doing my own research. Do you claim that as we gave you a profitable trade and we want tokens from you, or do you track your own wallet, or
not at all? Currently, the DEX signals are not subjected to the performance fee. They will subjected to the performance fee once we have our own decentralized trading bot, because then you enter automatically, then you have the strategy and so on. Then we can evaluate the performance. Currently, it's only signals. For signals, we don't know what you do with it, so there will be a monthly fee for that. But once we are going to automate the whole process, including the strategies for exiting, taking a profit stop, trading stop loss, and so on, then we are going to take a performance fee on that. But if you're trading them manually, then you're paying your fixed monthly fee, and that's it. So we won't claim any profits we did there.
Okay, so the performance is only on your AI bot that you
That's
basically
the automation, only on the
okay.
automation. So if we automate the whole process for you, then there's the performance fee. If not, and for example, also for the prediction dashboard, if you're trading yourself, then we don't claim any performance fees on that.
Okay, understood. Thanks.
So yeah, does anyone have any other question, or if not, we'll move
Let
to.
Yo,
me-
I actually love that question, Seb. That was, and I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that was a good, very good question, bro.
Let me quickly
Thank
circle
you.
back to the whole utility, because there have been a
Okay.
lot of questions regarding that, and for sure there's more. I mean, it's all in the white paper, but I mean in that we are already talking an hour, and there's so much more to it, and I can't go into detail with every aspect. But since we have been asking a lot about that, and the thing is, Crypticorn is currently doing or collecting a lot of data. It did for the last 2.5 years, and it will be in the future. I have been to the token 2049 in Dubai 2 months or 3 months ago. I've been talking with a lot of people from family offices from the traditional finance market, and they're slowly coming into this new market. They haven't been here. They are not even using any advanced AI machine learning techniques yet. So what we can do and what we will do in the future is we are capable of offering the data that we are collecting in a way cleaned up for everyone that wants to get involved into machine learning and AI for trading. Or on the other side, you can access already the predictions. So all those institutions, family offices, manual traders, and so on can access our predictions and integrate them into their trading. And that's, again, a use case for the token. So there's more to it. Besides that, there is a so-called, or there will be a third bot marketplace. That means institutions, individual developers, if they pass our requirements, then they can offer their bots to the community. And then they are getting paid in the token. That, again, would be a huge problem if we do it through, legal tenders. We can do that easily through the AIC token. So the AIC token makes things a lot easier by not violating any legal terms. That's always or has always been one of the points we have been paying attention to. I mean, you said it yourself, there are other projects around that don't care, that they only want to be there for a few months, pump their token, and they vanish. So they don't pay attention to all those legal requirements that are out there. We already do. And that's why we have this approach as we have it. It wasn't just like a simple idea we had at a cold night. No, we are having legal advisors that help us making this whole ecosystem, because otherwise at some point as we grow, we would get into a huge trouble.
One question that popped up in my head now when Seb asked that question is, say for instance now that your bot sends out a call and I buy it and I make profit, how will you know if I'm in profit or not? Like, how will you claim the percentage?
Yeah, he said so. He said that it doesn't work instantly. So first you will pay a monthly subscription, and then when they have their own trading tool, so their website where you go and trade on their platform, and then when you enter a trade, you enter the trade through their platform. Yeah, but here's I have a question. If now you're gonna have your platform, what liquidity pools or what liquidity am I trading on? Am I trading on a centralized exchanges liquidity pool, and are you partnering with these sexes so I can trade on their platform through your front end, front end, or do you have your own, or do you have something like GMX has? So GMX has synthetic assets. So how does that work? Just so I understand.
For the centralized trading bots, we are connecting to KuCoin, BangX, and a few others. So we are having partnerships with them, like Blowfin as well. Soon there will be DigiPhoenix and a few others. Those are the ones you can connect. We are trying to onboard as much exchanges as possible so you can choose where you want to trade. That's how it works if you are meaning the centralized trading.
Okay, I get it. And the decentralized trading?
Currently only on Uniswap, so ERC20, because on all the other exchanges, there's the ratio of good tokens to scam ones are much higher, and it is much harder to find the ones that are doing good. On Solana, Base, and Binance Smart Chain, you also can manipulate the price action very easily. Like transaction fees don't cost anything, launching new token almost no cost, and that's a huge problem. So it is easier for scammers to launch a token on Solana, BSC, or Base than it is on Ethereum. On Ethereum, you need to pay at least roundabout, I think, 1.5 ETH to get a token launched.
Yeah.
So
even more in the bull run, yeah.
Yeah, there are more requirements, and you don't spend 5K like that and then just trying to make it an easy scam. So the more serious projects are launching on ETH because of that. And that's why we are currently only checking Ethereum tokens on ERC20, because we know that they are easier to find and easier to predict. And you can't manipulate the price action so easily as you could do on Solana with various volume making bots.
Yeah, I like that you have an answer to everything. That's a good sign. So
you yourself are very knowledgeable on your project, and you do have all very good good answer. You answer well and clearly. So yeah, that's a good positive.
We made our thought. I mean, we had a lot of thought process going through all of that. So if we decided in a way, we already made our thoughts and tried to come up with different solutions, or thought about why would something work and why something doesn't work. So that's why I almost have always an answer to that, because it is planned. The whole process, we're working on it for more than 2.5 years. So that is a huge difference to all the other projects. And that's why I can confidently say that what we do works, because we are a team that is discussing all the things you're just questioning. So that's why I can answer them.
Yeah,
But don't you think
I'll
there's a
tell
way
you this,
to...
bro. I'll tell you this. If it works, I'll be one of your biggest customers, the first one. So
Yeah, I'll use it for sure.
send me that invite. Send me the invite that you said, and I'll be willing to try it out.
Sure, we do that.
But one thing I'm wondering about as well is also, like, for instance, now say your bot gives a call. What will stop people from copying that address and just use another bot? For instance, if I copy that address and I use it with my earbot, like,
yep.
I will wouldn't I still be in profit without using your own bot?
You could, but then multiple things. First of all, you need to put in the work again. I'm not sure how easily you could connect your bot to our signals then. I mean, at some point we will taking them offline from Telegram, from Discord maybe. So you can't easily connect Maestro or any of those bots directly to the Telegram channel. Okay. And the other thing is that, for example, we noticed that with Maestro, the trailing stop loss and things like that don't work as they should. And that leads for testing to losses, besides the token doing well. So Maestro isn't working in the way it should be. And also for later on, what we are planning, again, we are head in the future. When do you exit these trades? When do you exit the newly launched token? You need a way to define when the whole momentum, the trend, the FOMO, the greed on the market starts to decline. How will you incorporate such a change? Because again, that's why I'm saying we like to collect the performance fees. If we collect the performance fees, our motivation is always to make the best and the most of everything we do. And the same with the decentralized trading. We want to have an indicator or a strategy that delivers the best performance, again, because that would make you the most money and us the most money. And that's why we have this approach through performance fees. And that's, again, what you can't do with Maestro. I mean, for sure, at the end, you could try to copy paste that or connect Maestro to the signals. But in the end, I think, and I bet that we will still deliver more performance, more profits to you, completely automated, than you would have with your manual Maestro connection approach. So in the end, you can do what you want, but I am very, very sure that we will be delivering you the better returns.
Thank you. I like the question. Thank you
That
for
that was actually something I think you need to really think about, because that's the issue again. So if someone copies, it gives me the signal, and I instead of deciding to do the trade or execute the trade for your platform, I just go to Binance and do it manually. That way, I saved my performance fee. I don't need to pay you for the performance fee, and I used your tool for free. And what happens with your tokenomics is it gets ruined, right? It just fucks everything up. So there needs to be some security measurement other than I think we will generate more
You're
profit.
talking about decentralized trading?
Yes.
Both.
Yeah. I mean the prediction dashboard, you can't copy that. If you're an active trader, an active manual trader, sure, you can place your trades on Binance whatsoever, but you're paying a monthly fee for that. If we're talking about the decentralized way, what will happen if we can automate the trading? We are faster than you. So there will for sure be a few people that are entering before you are going to copy and paste that thing somewhere else or shilling that to another community. What will happen? That other community will buy after we bought, and they will increase the price. So we might already be selling at our 2x while they started buying. So for us, if they got leaked, I mean, in case we always need to decide, see what is going on, how it is affecting the overall thing. But it's not that we have a rigid system in place. But let's assume that they take much longer than we do, what we always control, then they will be pumping the tokens that we already bought. So everyone that is using our automated system makes money, and those others, they are pumping our coins, so it's good for us, and we are the winners in the end. So yeah.
So does it execute the trade in one order? So for say, is it a pooled trade? So now you have 1,000 traders using your platform, and one new token launch comes, and everyone decides to take the trade. Of course, I'm not going to get the same X as the guy that trades before, because the price impact. So on new launches, the price impact is extreme, and if you have thousands of traders using your platform on a new token launch, how is that going to work?
That's really, I mean, we are talking about if that happens far in the future. That is, I see it like maybe in a year or so. Then we have to think about a little bit a different approach, because as you said, then we have an influence on the market. If we really make that influence on the market, then we will for sure come up with a solution. And again, we need to make you money so we can make money. So we will come up with the best solution around. And once that is happening, that we have the influence, we will come up with the solution and find a solution. But before that, well, the first one wins. And if we are having our...
It doesn't really take a lot of money though, bro. Listen, so a new token launch, I can move up the price with $1,000, $2,000, okay? And the price impact can be dramatic. It can be huge, okay? So all it takes is for you to have 10 users, and all these 10 users try to trade the same token launch. How is that going to work? Or you don't think you're going to have 10 users at launch? That's not a problem you should be looking at?
And I also believe that if the coin or if the bot works as good as you say, then this, like, thinking about it in 1 year or 2 years, I think it should be considered already to think about now, if you're so certain that this will actually provide all these things that you're telling us.
Yeah, I mean, right now we can go with the approach we have in place because we don't have the users yet. We are not having that many decentralized traders. And I agree with you. Like right now, we are not calling any tokens that have like a market cap of 5K or 50K. The next thing is, if their users increase and we see the price impact for sure, then we need to look into tokens that launch at a higher market cap. I mean, for example, a few days ago, you might have noticed Dark Elon that launched already at 500K market cap. Then we need to make the shift again to only calling and figuring out the tokens that we can actually trade. So again, the decentralized trading approach is very nice.
There's another thing. You said market cap. It's not market cap you look at when
liquidity.
you check
Liquidity
new
market
launches.
cap.
You look at
Sorry.
liquidity pool.
Liquidity. Sorry.
Pool, because that's where the price impact is, not the market cap.
Sure. Sorry about that. I meant the liquidity, but I'm always talking about the market cap because some tokens have a very high liquidity pool in comparison to their market cap. I'm always talking about market cap, but for sure, you're right. The liquidity pool is that what has the price impact in the end.
Yeah. Okay. A new launch. I never seen a new launch. If it's not a big KOL launch or something, but even the big KOL launches launched like maybe a couple of $100,000 market cap. Some of them at $1 million market cap with a 10% LP ratio. So that's like $100,000. Which half of is in the native tokens, so that would put it at a maximum $50,000 liquidity pool, and then that means $5,000 would have a great price impact. So still, even if you trade the bigger market cap or bigger liquidity pool tokens that you said, that's still going to be an issue because you're trading new launches.
The decentralized trading is not meant that you can easily compound and leverage huge trading amounts. It is really meant to make your access on smaller trading sizes. Not everyone has, for example, 5K that they could easily put into a token. So right now, it really depends who is the first, who or how much you want to get into those tradings. But if you're one of the people that already has a huge portfolio, in the end, you might be better off with the completely automated trading. I mean, what do you want? In the end, if you're having already 1-2 million aside, you want to make a stable monthly profit so you can live off that. You don't want to try to find with 1K the next 2x, for example, because you are putting in way too much time for that, what you could completely automate. So the DEX trading is for those that are looking for the 10, 20, 100x that have less than $500 for trade, or that don't want to invest more than $500 for trade. That's meant for these kind of targeted group. If you're already having a huge portfolio, why should you go into this high risk, high reward trading that right now at this moment needs a lot of your time and work? Why not put that into an automated trading system that makes you with less risk, also a little bit less return than.
But it's not really less risk though. You see, I'm gonna tell you why. Because if I have $2 million and I want to make a passive income, like you said, I'm risking the whole $2 million on your platform. And when something goes wrong, you will say to me, "But I told you that it's not 100% guaranteed and you can lose." So see, I'm risking $2 million. But why would I trade the altcoins? Because I'm only risking $1,000. So you see, that's why. And now listen. Even if I traded with $100, all it takes is 50, 100 users to use it and try to trade the same token, and you would still end up with the same issue. So I don't need to trade a big sum for that to be an issue. You just need to have a couple of 100 users, and that's going to become an issue. And you really need to think about it, because if you don't think or plan on having thousands of users, or even hundreds, or even tens, like 20, 30, 40 users, even if those 30, 40, 50, 100 users would trade with small amounts like 2 Solana, which is, by the way, $300. So $300, and you have 10 people trading $300, that's $3,000. The price impact is going to be huge. And are you then trading it? So are you trading it as one transaction? Are people depositing their money to one single pool that then executes everyone's trade in one go?
Yeah.
Or is everybody having different transactions that gets executed after each other? And then who decides what transaction goes in first and what transaction goes in last? And can't that be? You see, there's a lot of
I understand what you are trying to say. The thing is, right now we don't have these issues. If we are going to have these issues, we need to find a solution. One of the solutions is, if we are still very good at what we do, we could just close this tool for those that participate in our ICO, for example, then we make it a closed tool for a small circle of people that supported us in our early days. And I guess
but this is now a solution you came up with right off. So look, if you selling tokens, right? So you are already selling tokens, and people can buy the tokens from your website, okay? And you are making a promise that you haven't really thought about 100%, because you're saying that's not a problem now. Yes, it's not a problem now because no one is using your platform, but isn't the end goal that after you sell us the tokens that I can go and use it? So don't you think you will have at least 10, 20 users using your platform? So it is a current problem. It is a problem now and not a problem that will happen later, right? Because that's what I'm buying your token for. I'm buying your token because I want to trade this. And then when actually you're going to launch the product, you're going to tell me, now you need to wait another 2 years for us to try to solve the issue with the trading.
No,
like what? I don't get it.
That's what I said. If you are now part of the ICO, you would be having access to the token, to that utility, to that special AI DEX trading. But we can't, if we find a solution, or if we can't find a solution in the future, then for sure we need to think about a solution for that. The decentralized trading is very, very on the edge of what is possible, because as you point out, the problem is the small liquidity on those platforms. So at some point, we need to find a solution for that. But the other utility, like the automated trading on decentralized exchanges, that is an issue there.
Yeah, but do you understand now? Because now I like, in the beginning, I like that you had the answer to everything. I like the answers to everything. Now,
yeah, I think you're
now it's starting to move the other way. Now it's we might close the circle, we might solve it later, we might. And bro, this is something you said you've been thinking about for 2 years. We have been now asking the questions for 1 hour, and we already thought about those stuff. So you see.
Yeah, because we can't predict how the decentralized trading is going to evolve. Right now, we have close to no users for that, and through the ICO,
but you do have investors in the ICO already. I can see you do have investors in the ICO already. So
hey guys, as much as I'm enjoying this, I would really, really, really love to cut things over. We've actually gone an hour and a half discussing this project, and I really, really appreciate you guys and all of you in the panel. In fact, we're actually going to be speaking with Dart very, very soon. I believe that he has taken some notes, and he will be listening back to this recording, considering the fact that he is going to be coming back pretty soon. I appreciate all of the panelists, because we could actually go on and on and on and on discussing.
We will always join these spaces, bro.
Sure thing. We're actually really honored to have you with us, and we're looking forward to inviting you to the next one, as well as the next open mic, which will be happening soon.
Can I just ask one final
I'll actually
question?
hand it over to Phil now.
I mean, you can stop the recording.
Okay.
I still have a few minutes, and you can go on in the voice chat if you want. So, if you want, I can make my final statement, and then you close the recording, and we can.
But I'm still willing to try it, though. I'm still willing to try the centralized part on a centralized exchange with more liquidity and see how that works. But for the DEX part, I think you need to just rethink it. And by the way, the whole closing just for the ICO members, you don't think you're going to be having 100 investors at least in the ICO, or 10 or 50?
That was my point. I see that you're about just over 7% through the ICO. Surely that 7% hasn't come from 1 or 2 people. Surely that's come from at least tens of people. You know, so you've already got those people that are wanting to use your platform. So surely when it comes out of ICO, they're all going to want to be using it straight away.
Not everyone likes to trade on decentralized exchanges. That is, like, for example, like, not everyone has the same risk appetite when it comes to trading. That's why there will be different trading boards for centralized for centralized exchanges. And the same comes true when we are talking about decentralized trading, that everyone wants to take part on that high risk, high reward things. Because in the end, some people, I count myself into the group. If I have my 2 million portfolio somewhere, I won't be looking for the next 10x on $100 because that my time isn't worth that. If I have 2 millions, I put that into a passive trading bot, and then I can, live my life, sit on the beach, whatever I would like to do. But I am not the guy that then tries to hunt the next 10x with $100 or maybe 1K, because that doesn't make sense to me. If I can do only 5% on a 1 million account, that's 50K a month, and I could do that completely automated. Why should I try with 100K to hunt for the next 5 coins that do 10x to achieve the same results? Besides taking
You're
on all the
totally
work,
right, bro. You're
all
totally right,
the
bro. I told you why, because when you put all your eggs in one basket, there's the risk of you losing all your eggs, right? So and
but
you controlling my money on your platform is maybe not the smartest thing to do. And we've learned from other banks. It's not just you, bro. It's you shouldn't keep all your money in one bank. You
no,
shouldn't
we
keep all
don't.
your
We
money on
don't.
crypto.com or on any
Yeah.
centralized exchange.
First of
So
all, I understand. That's why there's a lot of risk management going on behind the scenes. So you can, for sure, if I have 1 million, I will split it across 10 platforms and have the same strategy on every platform. That's a sort of risk diversification I would do. Like those things will be automatically done and you could do them. So there's also not one strategy that's going to work. There are different ones and they are working together. So if one strategy fails, there are 19, maybe even more strategies that are going to work. So that risk management is very crucial to the whole trading bot approach that we have. So it's not like that you're putting all your eggs into one basket. There's a lot of risk management going on behind the scenes and that we have thought of. Also the constant monitoring, besides what we saw in the back tests and the actual live performance. So if we're talking about AI trading bots, it's not that you're putting everything in one basket and that you are giving us your money. You're having your money in your exchange, all the trades you see. And for sure, if you're having 1 million, you would split that money across multiple exchanges that we are going to offer then to diversify and minimize the risk, because that's in the end what matters. And that's what we do. So you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. That's what we are keen on.
It's all the eggs on sexes. You understand? So it's all the money on centralized exchanges, which goes against the whole ideology of crypto. Crypto should be in your wallet where you control your private key. And that's why people don't go to Binance staking, for example, crypto staking, and they don't stake their whole capital. Yes, it sounds good. It sounds like a dream. I have $10 million. Just go to Binance and stake it, and now make a passive income forever, and I never have to work one more day in my life. It sounds amazing.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. There will be also decentralized trading for those automated trading bots. So trading on Uniswap and so on. We have to lower your security risks again a little bit. Chavez from our team, he is working at Meta and is responsible for cybersecurity there. And he's also currently taking all the security measurements at our backend. But besides that, there are many more things that can be automated that means an interaction directly with the blockchain. Right now, centralized exchanges are an easy way to do. Later on, when the whole system evolves, there will also be CFDs and other things on traditional markets, like that you're not having your money inside Binance or KuCoin whatsoever. Maybe you're using then eToro, connecting to eToro, all those things. So we are very keen on that risk management thing, and there will be a lot of mechanisms in place to mitigate the risk as much as possible. And that also
One last question.
Okay.
Because I think very far in the future. Let's say now that your product works. What stops exchanges from doing their own version? For example, Bybit has their AI trading bot, okay? And they take a fee. So now, for example, what stops now you saying we're going to use Binance and we're going to do the AI trading for you? What happens if Binance launches a new future where people can trade using their AI, on their platform, and they take a small portion of the fees? what happens with your product then? And they just block you from using their exchanges with your product. What like, do you understand? So what happens with your product and then all the investors that you promised all these promises? So for example, you now promised these people that they would be able to trade new launch and tokens, and now we realize that that's not going to work. And then you said, okay, but why should people trade the? But now, you see, you made a promise already on a white paper, and you made it on the website, and you're selling tokens based on that promise. You can't really change the promise after you sold the tokens. You see, that's the whole thing. And if you do, so say for example, this is your stance on everything, and you can now, and you think it's okay to make a promise, and then oh shit, it didn't work out. We didn't really think it clearly. So, but you know what, guys, the other part of the product works. So use this instead. And then you see, it's you
First
understand
of
what
all,
the
regarding, because we didn't finish there earlier, the decentralized trading, we thought about all the issues regarding the liquidity. We set them and discussed them ourselves, but we didn't finally conclude anything in that way because we think it is too far in the future. We have that working now for, I would say, 2 months. And the majority of our people, I would say 95%, they want automated trading. So it is not a tool for everyone. I mean, if we come close to a lot of people using that, we will find a solution. One of the solutions would be, as I already pointed out, we are closing it to the ones that have been part of the ICO and new token holders can't access the product. That would be one of the solutions. I mean, right now, the discussion with you showed me that we should go more into detail with that and clarify that in our white paper, and we will do so. So we will come up with a
I
solution.
have a solution for you. I'll come up with a solution for you. Synthetic assets, and your own liquidity pool that you trade against, and so that would work almost better than the how you're doing it now. So if you have synthetic assets that gets their price pegged, and they have a something that backs those assets, gives them value, liquidity, so they can be traded on your platform, and these synthetic assets represents the new launches, so you can actually trade the price movement of the new launches without buying the actual token, but you buy like a contract. That could maybe work. Some people tried to do it. Hedgic did it. Andre Cronje, one of the developers from the built Yearn Finance, tried it. It still had some issues, but it works. But the whole system as it's right now will not work, and you will not be able to solve it if you don't solve the liquidity issue, and you can't really solve the liquidity issue on new launches, you see. So
well, as I pointed out, we are going to think about it and put the solution, one of them, for example, as I just pointed out, closing the pool or the access to the tool for only all AICD participants, for example. We are going to clarify that and put that into our white paper. Regarding your other questions, well, if Binance, let's assume Binance would block us. First of all, why should they? Why should they come up and make their own trading bots like that?
Because that's what they do to everyone. That's what they do to everyone. They acquired FTX, for example, and then they shut them down. And that's how the game works. It's a big, ugly game where you can't have two kings. Everyone is fighting for the top spot. And if you have a utility that can increase the demand on their exchange, they will take it from you. You don't have any patent on it, right? So it's open for anyone to take. It's a world where the richest and the most powerful make the most money. So what stops people? Okay, it works great. Good, we've seen it work. Now we make our own, and they have a big team, a massive team of developers that can make it happen. So what would stop them? That's the question.
Well, first of all, if Binance would block us, then we would just move on to the other exchanges as we already have implemented them. So, well, there are other exchanges. There will always be other solution. There's no way an exchange will block you completely from using their platform. And besides that, it will always be, the market doesn't generate some money out of nowhere. It is always a transfer from the losers to the winners. So why should they try to block us if they think they could be better than us? Because if they are trying to be better than us, then we would be the loser and they would earn from us. So there's no logical reasoning behind for them to block out all the others. Besides that, we already know that
Yeah,
Bayern
okay,
a lot of.
okay, that's a good answer. But okay, they make a better one. Then you still have the same issue. Now your bot is losing money instead of winning.
Well, if they make a better one, then there's still room for making profits, like in the traditional finance market. Look around how many hedge funds are there and how many have been doing well over time. There is not that one monopoly that controls all of them. Like there has been Renaissance technology that from Jim Simmons, who averaged 66% over 30 years from the traditional finance market. There has been Berkshire Hathaway. There have been hundreds of hedge funds that have been doing great.
Yeah. Bro, don't get me wrong, bro. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm a bit hard, bro, to deal with, but bro, I would love for this to be true because I wish there was something like this so I could actually sit back and relax and make money. I wish. And if you manage to like make it bulletproof, yeah, like I said, I would be your biggest customer. So you might hate me today, but if you get this working, you will love me. So,
but let me finish that very quickly because that is always a thing that people think that you need to be the very best at something to make it work. Like there are hundreds of hedge funds and there's always a wealth transfer. And as long as there will be users or people that making mistakes, you can make a profit from that. There's not that one hedge fund that is better than others and all the others don't make a money. They have different approaches, and as long as there are market inefficiencies, you can make money. You can make money from that. In the future, if we're talking about 10, 20 years ahead, and the market would really be completely efficient, then we all would have a problem. Because then, if no one is the loser, then no one can be the winner. But then we are talking about 20 years ahead when everything is automated, and I don't know what is going to happen then. But as long as we don't have a completely efficient market, we can make money from that. And one of the things that have been scientifically proven is, for example, trend following. Trend following works and has been working since forever, since the stock market existed. And that's one of the strategies that we are also using and also predicting the trend, the momentum, because they have been working for a long time. And as you see, people like to panic. At some point, you have that seen during COVID, during maybe right now, you see it with the Japanese Nikkei index. As long as these people exist and their market is not completely efficient, we can make a profit from that. And that has been the last 100 years. The last couple of centuries. Centuries is the correct term. That has been the last couple of centuries. And I guess it will be going on for quite some time. The hedge funds or the family offices I met in Dubai 3 months ago, they haven't been tapped into the pool of machine learning, deep learning trading. They are just getting into that. For sure, BlackRock, all those big ones, they're already using those technologies. But all those small institutions, they are not using it. So there's plenty of time for us to make the most from the market and profit as much as possible from those market inefficiencies. And that's what Crypticorn does. And that's now my closing statement. And I am going over to that. I mean, we can continue after we close the recording. But Crypticorn has an edge in the market, and we are using that edge through different tools that we provide. For example, active trading through our prediction dashboard, where we are predicting charts, trend, volatility, and things like that. And for those that want to have passive income, passive trading, just lean back, sit on the beach, don't want to hunt for the next 10x, 100x with more money, or that just want to have or outperform the market, we have our automated trading bots. And besides that, the decentralized AI that monitors every new launch token on ERC20. And if you want to have access to these tools, you need to take part in our ICO, need to buy tokens for at least $300, then you get access to everything we do during the whole ICO time, plus 3 months after that. That's what we do, and that's what we are going to offer.
Thank you, Drat.
Thank you so much for
this
the
is,
answers.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for staying up for so long time
Thank
as well, man. Yeah,
no,
you
good
very
job.
much.
yeah. Mastery and the gang, I love you guys. Like that was amazing. Like this AMA was one of a kind. It was
This is
wonderful,
one
and I
of the
enjoyed it.
top.
Love,
If
bro.
it's not the first,
Always.
if it's not the first, it's one of the top three AMAs we've actually had in when it comes to
Exactly.
providing content in value or value in content. Trust me. Um,
Yeah.
you had answers to every single question, and would actually be honored to actually bring you to one of our Twitter Spaces series on this subject matter because we want insightful comments like all the comments that has been made here. Would actually be honored to have each and every one of you as guests in that series. We're still working on it, so we'll definitely send you guys platinum invites.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Before that AMA, I told Jackson that this AMA is going to be wild, and I knew
Yeah, I
why.
know. I knew you saw it coming. You saw it coming.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And now it's wild. All right. Just because of time, I think we spent like about 2 hours here and talking about Crypticorn, and we had some like a whole lot of questions in the main chat. So, Darts, just you can use like a few minutes of your time, and you can answer a few questions in the main chat after the AMA. And it was wonderful having you on VC today. And this brings us to the end of the AMA. As usual, it's been my pleasure hosting you, Drat. And also feel free to come back anytime to our community and give us updates on the success of Crypticorn. So, guys, we have the link to Crypticorn social posted in the main chats just in case you guys want to check it out. You can just look it up on the pin message. I'll stop the recording and have it sent over to you, Drat, so you can post it to your community just in case anyone missed out on this AMA. So just give me a sec while I stop the recording.
Sure.